Started up here.
Aha. Join
And
the cause trouble.
welcome everyone to the Thursday night marathon pre-show, which is basically the Grandmaster Nick Firmian, FIDE Master Paul Whitehead Arena. 60 minutes, game in 5+2. This is your opportunity for free to take on a three-time U.S. champion and a former U.S. junior champion, all in one night within 60 minutes. Possibly even get two games with the number of players that we have. But here we are. We're 5 minutes in. And how's it going, guys?
I'm hanging in there. Thank you.
Hanging
And
in.
I saw there was an article in Chess Life, but I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
Oh my goodness, I'm actually excited about this month because mechanics got a lot of attention, which I mean we're always happy to get a little attention, but we're getting more than usual this month because we have the article that we wrote on the U.S. Amateur Team West with a few annotated games by Nick, so that's kind of cool. It was a great event, online event, 300 players. And the other thing is John Donaldson's on the cover of Chess Life, and he did an interview. He wrote the article, but he did an interview at the Mechanics Institute. So he came to the chess room, looking sharp, dressed very well, and it was a professional photographer with him, and came and took a bunch of pictures inside the chess room and within the institute also. And there's some great photos of John, of the Mechanics Institute. It's just a great little homage to mechanics and to the work of John, because he was talking about his new book on Bobby Fischer. And so it was really cool to kind of see all that in the issue.
Fantastic.
So people should be getting that in the mail, the ones that subscribe to Chess Life. So look for that.
And Nick,
shortly.
you annotated the games from the Amateur Team West.
I guess I did.
You did. This was back in January, but it's just hitting the issue now. So
Right.
you did do it. It was fantastic annotations. You'll get to relive them again when you get the issue in the mail.
Well, John on the cover will be remembered for a long time.
Yeah, very cool. It was funny because I don't think he'll mind me sharing this. He was joking just how uncomfortable he was just having to get all dressed up and looking nice, and he said he ranks it right up there with going shopping, getting a haircut, of things you don't want to do. You have to force yourself to do, but he was kind of funny. Tebow to Baker is giving Nick a shout out. What is up?
Tebow to Baker.
Tebow to
Now,
Baker. Is that?
I love the name. I wonder who that is.
Is that? And I think I've asked before. Is that Florida Gator days, Tebow, or? And Nick is
Not
definitely.
Tibor Weinberger.
Yep, Florida Gator days. And Nick definitely is somewhat famous in the chess world. And actually, you're taking on Stratus Jr., Alan Finkelstein. So you got a tough opponent right off the bat. As does Paul. He's got Clarence Lehman, Frank James Marshall.
Every time I play Marshall, I'm worried.
You should be. You should be. 6 players. Young Morphy joined, as has Kevin Sun. So, and
Oh, I just played a maiden to one.
There it is, right there. And fortunately for you, Paul, it was on camera. You caught the whole thing.
I just played knight d4 and got mated, Nick, with queen h2 mate. I
Well,
don't think chess is on my mind right now.
You,
it's a transition. People are beginning to go back to
Oh,
live chess.
oh gosh.
you're gonna let it sit there on the board, right? Candidate master Frank James Marshall has got it done.
That was one of the funniest moves I've ever played, Nick.
Got it done. And even Tebow to Baker, two double exclam on knight d4. Knight d4 double exclam.
Yeah, knight d4, great move.
There we go.
Oh, brother.
So now Nick is being a little more cautious now.
I'm trying not to get mated in eighth one. I just blocked the diagonal thanks to your warning there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Gosh.
That's how we start off.
That's often how I do start off.
Oops.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I was going to play G3, and then I was like, well, should I play 94 or G3? 94 G3, 94 G3, then I play 94. Why? Because I can't explain. Can't explain it.
We're over here talking about all these different things, and Paul's trying to do two things at once, and got distracted.
That's beyond his capability.
Got distracted just enough that.
What a move. So what else is going on at the chess club? Who's playing tonight?
So let me put that in the chat, because we have rounds 3 and 4 of the Thursday night marathon, and and we have 2 rounds per evening now. Grandmaster Alex Lenderman is not playing tonight because he's at the World Open. But Gadir Gusenov is playing, and let me bring up the pairings. Let me put it in the chat so people can also check it out. There we go. So you can click on the chat to see the pairings. But round 3 of the Thursday marathon, board 1, it's going to be FIDE Master Max Gadajlovic against Grandmaster Gadir Gusenov. And then on board 2, International Master Balachandra Dulipala is going to be taking on Austin Mai, who's almost a master, tough kid. Board 3, Jonah Bush taking on Sina Mohammadi. And board 4, Elliot Winslow taking on Jerry Lee, Fig Snoring.
Jerry Lee,
who's got a tough game for Jerry Lee, especially he's outrated by 1,000 points against.
So who am I playing now?
And
Sacrifice and Crush.
that's Sauce Jacobian. And Stratus Jr. trying to take it to Nick, but Stratus, not a whole lot of time on the clock.
yeah, no. While I was talking, I made some
Questionable.
how do you call them, blunders, I guess.
You made some questionable moves.
Yeah, let's not be negative and call them blunders.
Yeah,
Just
it's
slight errors.
It's relative.
Yeah.
I'll try not to fall into any more mates in one here. But you never know.
like Nick is in a game that should probably be very drawn, but when time scrambles happen,
Yeah.
I think that's when title players have an advantage, especially when their opponents have seconds remaining on their clock. So I'm going to stay on this game and just see how it goes. Getting more players joining the arena, which is very cool. Two. Oh. I think Nick just performed some trickery here.
I think I got a queen. Yeah, well,
Some
slimy but effective.
slimy but effective. You know,
Yes.
that should be sort of the new battle cry.
Yeah.
Slimy but effective. If you stay ready is joined. Paul's
Oh,
got
young Morphe. He's one of my favorites.
so Nick's got the young Morphe. Yeah, you just have to be a part of the MI club to participate. So if you are, just go to chess.com. You should see this event under games in progress. If by chance you need to you put a request to join the club, just do that, and then I can approve you. So mechanics Institute Chess Club.
I don't know if Morphe ever played a Nimzo Indian in his life. I don't think they had that opening back then.
That was a more recent development, you're saying? Whoops, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah, somewhere in the last, 150 years.
Oh, there you are. There's your
So,
game.
Paul, how's it going with this game?
Oh, I totally lack confidence in myself, Nick. I'm
It takes a strong person to just admit it out like that.
Yeah.
And Sauce is saying hey to everyone in the chat. How's it going, Sauce? Hey, when are you coming back, Sauce? Next TNM? We need your intensity in there. Definitely.
Sauce is
need
doing
Sauce.
great here. He's killing me.
And if you're watching and interested, the next Tuesday night marathon is going to be 7 rounds, FIDE rated, all sections. We're going to have 3 sections. 3 sections. We're going to have a 2,000 plus, under 2,000, basically it's 1,600 to 1999, and then an under 1,600 section. So no limitations. Anyone can join. We should be able to squeeze everybody in. So July 13th at the Mechanics Institute. Be a part of the tradition. And I'll put
And that's an amazing thing. You're getting back to the 50-year tradition from
get back.
this
Oh my goodness.
kind of long,
Yeah,
what do you call it?
It was like a drought. It was like the plants weren't getting any water or something. But we were like we were online doing our marathons, and we love that, and we still have we enjoy doing our Tuesday night, but doing it live, that is the way to go. And Alan is saying he was -9 against you, Nick. -9 in his game.
You mean in the last position?
Yeah. Went from -9 to +14, like right away. with that rook exchange. And that's the thing
Yeah, that
about
was.
Blitz. Anything can happen. Yep. The TNM is now in person, so we have our Tuesday night marathons that are online. I mean, that are live, and then our Thursday night marathons that are online. So we have both. But you can play the online TNM, Tebow to Baker, except that is a late one because we finish, because it's 2 games, we finish at about 9:30, which would be past midnight, depending on where you're at. But definitely do the online. We got some strong players. We got beginners, middle, strong. We got everything. Temptings. And so the round 3 starts tonight at 6:30. We're going to bring you all the action. We're going to have Nick, Paul, and I. Judith will be starting up the games. The broadcast starts at 7 p.m. though. So the game starts at 6:30. We'll come on at 7 p.m. and bring you all the action of rounds 3 and 4 of the Thursday night marathon. Tune into the broadcast. It'll help keep you out of trouble. There are worse things to do that aren't good for you. Paul must be in a tight game because he's like quiet.
I'm not even understanding what's going on here.
Your mind's still back in Big Sur and the
Yeah.
Central Coast, the good lifestyle.
He's still in relaxation mode, huh?
Oh, just every move. I'm not thinking. It's just crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're going on pure guts and instinct. Pure guts. We have 40-minute mark. 40 minutes left in the arena. Nick in first place with 1 out of 1. And we don't have the players, at least yet, that after 20 minutes, they've already got like 13 games.
Yes, it's a bit unusual here.
It's a little slow, like all of us. That's good.
Yeah, there were those who, they could lose half their games and win the arena. It was
because they just play a lot more games. I'm wondering because by now we have a lot of players that have played live events somewhere somehow. I'm curious what the feel is like. It was interesting because one of the things we used to talk about, but is that once live play came back, what's going to be the demand for online, and not just in tournaments, but like classes and enrichment. And I'm curious what the feel will be after a few more months, because I think there was a time when I used to think that the enthusiasm for online will always be there, right? I mean, people will prefer to play live mostly, I think, but the enthusiasm will still be there. But I'm not so sure anymore. I'd be curious what people think.
The 1,000 people in the National Open kind of suggested there's still a big demand.
Or the 72 at the Addison, or
yeah. Who bounced back so quickly?
Yeah, I can tell you just from walking around Vegas and just that one day that I was there, like just people were just not just happy to be live chess, but like you almost felt like a normal person there. And I think that's what people love, even on top of playing live, is just being live somewhere where it feels like it did over a year ago.
Oh, I can't think.
See, hey Nick, you and I are getting philosophical over here, and like Paul's in crisis, trying to like close out Sauce.
I can't even think.
Yeah, he had such a good vacation.
I know,
It's
and now he needs another vacation already.
He's about to hang something there. All right, boom. Let's make a queen, right? I don't know what's going on here.
uh,
Terrible.
uh, don't let your time run out, Paul.
Right.
Hey, Paul. I mean Nick. Paul was suggesting, what if we sped up the time control? What would be your feeling on that
in the arena.
in the arena?
It would get more random.
Not for me.
Like the kids would come out, right, and try to challenge up. Hey, Alexi Root is in the chat. I know I gave Alexi 2 exclams and Mike only 1. That doesn't mean anything. It was just the motivation at that particular moment. I'm enthusiastic for both of you. And Paul closed it out against a tough opponent.
I got lucky.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Ugh.
And I think Paul waiting on the next opponent. If you join the arena now, you're likely will play FIDE Master Paul Whitehead.
And likely to win.
35 minutes left in the arena. How was the cafe this week?
It was great. Yeah. Waiting for you.
Oh, waiting for me?
Yeah, to join us in the cafe.
At that very moment, I was in discussion with our executive director.
Okay.
Trying to deal with the bureaucracy of a few things. So, believe me, I would much rather be in the chess cafe than talking about spreadsheets and what are you going to do 3 years from now, things of that nature.
Right.
I have to like predict the future now. I got
Ugh.
And Nick, you got If You Stay Ready.
And do you know who is that? I see him a lot, but I've forgotten his
That
real.
is Christopher Bradley.
Oh, okay.
We got a new player, at least to the arena. Rook Handler has joined. So welcome, Rook Handler.
I like that name.
I had this fantastic ice cream about an hour ago. It's like a sea salt and caramel. Except I'm having like the sugar crash or like right now. I just want to like curl up in a ball. Oh, Mike, yeah, you got caught with the pairing change. There was an update that we had to do that we kind of messed up on. So sorry about that. I'm surprised that it
You know what?
affected yours though.
We need to get Alexi to play in the arena. I love having her in the chat.
Yeah,
but
she said she was gonna do. I thought she said sometime she was gonna do one of the Thursday marathons. But certainly the arena, because I mean, she could play like a game or two and then check out. Like me, I should play a game.
yeah.
Should I jump in and play a game?
Well, we always count on you when Paul and I are having a hard time.
There you go. I'm playing Kevin's son. I'm playing Kevin's son. So we'll see what happens. And Kevin's son is like a monster of a player lately. He's doing so well. He's gonna play Banco Gambit against me. See, now this is where I have to think out of the box a little bit. Hey, did you teach him this, Paul?
Probably not.
Banco
If it's
Gambit?
any good, I probably didn't teach it to him.
Yeah, I'm just playing nonsense right now. Yeah, so yeah, Alexi, yeah, I'm taking the hit for you, Alexi. I definitely am. See, what I have to do is I have to play like completely like unpredictable, unorthodox stuff. Like I'm almost ready to just give up a pawn just to get away from this. Like this is just nuts. Okay, I'm gonna do what Nick suggested earlier. Is you got to go off book, and this is exactly what has just happened. I've gone off book from the Banco Gambit. I think if you put this in chess base, you'll never seen this. Bishop G5, but only
All right.
Mike
It's sort of like
Walder would know.
off-road.
Mike Walder, I'm going off road here. Kevin's son has to be. What the hell is Abel doing right here? This makes no sense. Has to be. Of course, this is probably horrible for me, but it's interesting. And I'm just gonna, hey, Mike, I'm curious if this were put into chess base, how many times in history has this position shown up? I'm gonna guess it's not many. I'm like violating all the principles too. Like all my pieces are trapped in. How you guys doing? Hopefully better than me.
I'm not sure.
Although the funny thing, I see the opening. It says Banco Gambit half accepted Zaitsev system.
It should say Talamantes.
I think so, because I think you'd be hard pressed to find anyone to have played this like in the history of the world. I'm gonna have to bail out with something ridiculous right now. But I think I have him so stunned that I'm up a minute in time. He's got to be like, my chess coach never taught me this. I don't know what's going on here. See, this is the only way I can win against these like young guns, right? It's like you have to just completely confuse them. Wow, look at this move he played. Jesus. All right. It's crazy. There's some crazy stuff going on right here. I don't know what to think of this.
So, Abel, what news of Judith in Hungary?
Yeah, she's doing fine. We talked today. Had a little meeting on. Wow, look at this. Are you kidding me? Had to do our little business catch up, and then she's doing great. She's hanging out in the house they have over there. They have like a little garden, so every time I'm talking to her, I hear like the birds chirping in the background. So yeah, everything is good. Gosh, I'm getting like, this is not good for me. What am I doing here? I'm thinking of doing something just completely ridiculous.
And now for something completely ridiculous.
Should I do it? Should I do it? Wow, should I do this? I think if you're watching the broadcast, you can see what I'm thinking of because the little pointer is right at the at the piece. Oh, should I do this? And then if he does that, oh my gosh, I did it. I can't believe I did it. I completely castled into a completely dangerous position. What do you think of that, Paul?
I think it sounds like something I would do.
All right. I just like sailed into the belly of the beast here. But it's sort of working because he's like so confused right now. He's like, I every book I've ever read is telling me this should be great for me. And I just got to figure out how to capitalize on it.
How much time does he have left?
A minute 42. He just played a really good move. All right, let's see. Look at this. Like he's playing like he knows what's up. I don't like that. Yeah, go ahead, do that. I'm good with it. All right, I think I'm liking what I see in myself. I'm starting to love myself a little more here. He's got a minute 20 to my 3:14. All right.
We need some positive chess coaching. Tell you have to love yourselves.
You
You
gotta
have to
love
feel
yourself.
positive.
Yeah, you know, you gotta be positive. The funny thing is like he has a rook on a5 and a bishop on h6, and to me they're sort of like cut out of the game. But earlier in the game, it looked dangerous. Oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah, take that, sure. Take it. There. There. Oh my gosh. Alright, now I gotta like use time.
Oh, this game is now a boring mess.
A boring mess. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I got him under a minute. There's a chance for me. And like Kevin Sun's like
Odd move.
beating people up at the TNM. It's like this will be a good result for me.
Yes, Abel, I'm glad you're playing the tough players. You know, I'm getting easier games because
Yeah, no,
holding up the end for the mechanics.
I don't want the tough players. I do not want the tough players. All right, this is gonna get. Oh, man, I just hung a pawn.
That's the kind of thing that I'm good at, Abel.
Oh, I just hung its pawn. Why did I do that? Not good at all. All right. I can't fret over it. At least it was a doubled pawn.
What's this? Check. King there, boom, boom. King g3, king f7, king f4, king f6. Who's winning that?
See, I cannot do what you just did, Paul. I can't analyze on that level.
Takes. King g3, king f7, king f4, king f6.
But see, like my strategy,
Bam.
my strategy of trying to flag Kevin Sun, I don't think is a good one. There. Can I take that? I'm assuming I can take that. I got it back.
So one. I run him out of moves.
All right, I'm going to be in danger very soon. Very soon I'll be in danger. Oh, I just messed up big time. Now I hung a piece.
He's got little time. Just
I know.
keep fighting.
But I just hung a piece. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, why can't I defend it with anything? That's like crazy. I can't.
Ah, what am I doing?
I feel like we're all in like distress right now. There. Man, that was a good move by Kevin. Dang it. All right, gotta give it up. Gave that up, but now what? What now? Yep, now he's coming after. Now he's going for blood. Of course.
Oh, I screwed this up.
Did you?
Ah,
How much time does your
oh,
opponent
jeez,
have?
I give up.
No, 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 not allowed.
Not allowed to quit.
Ugh,
I'm about to get mated. Are you about to get mated?
I lost already.
No, Paul.
Abel, he must have less than a minute, less than 30 seconds.
Look at this. There. My gosh. This is crazy. Now I'm like short on time.
I didn't have enough time to think that through. Mm. What is this? H6.
Ugh. What am I doing here?
So that's a little dangerous, don't you think? Jeez.
Speaking of danger, I'm like completely walking into
Jeez.
danger here.
That is the most dangerous move you just played. Unbelievable. Oh, check. All right, whatever. Well, I got lucky.
Oh. Yeah, I just. Oh man. Yeah. I should have done that. Yeah, I gotta resign.
Mm.
He got me.
No.
He got me. Yeah, I hung that piece. That changed everything. I feel
I had
like
a winning king upon ending and lost it.
a winning king and pawn ending and then lost
And
it.
then lost it, which is not a great advertisement for
Yeah.
my class.
Oh yeah, I totally messed this up. Completely messed it up. That was a poison pawn. Poison pawn. I sort of liked my game a little bit, and then I hated it. So, such is the nature of chess. Who do you got, Paul?
I'm waiting for my next
Waiting.
opponent.
Nick is getting the better of the young Morphe here. 18 minutes left in the arena. 18 minutes left. And looking at the standings, Nick still in first, 3 out of 3.
So Kyron Griffith, he's moving.
Yeah, he's going to Boston for a year, and then is supposed to come back. So we hope that's the case, and but wish him all the luck and those close to him.
Wow.
He's gonna tear up the Boston area for a little bit, and then make his mark, and then come back. Nick
Still waiting.
Nick in an advantageous endgame here.
Yeah, These are the type of end games I could teach in your class if you're two pawns up.
There, I'm playing Paul.
I just didn't have enough time to think.
I'm playing Paul now because I'm hoping his grief spills over and I can take advantage of that.
I'm sure you will.
I gotta go off book here. I'm just gonna launch a storm of pawns and just see what happens. Look at this. I'm gonna expose my king. Expose myself here.
Chess, the final frontier.
Is this our 5-year mission?
It's the voyage, yeah.
It's the 5-year mission. Stop hanging everything.
Well, you've had a 1.5 year mission, like 18 months.
18-month mission. Yeah, keep mechanics doing something while we're inside.
Just like you were in a spaceship for 18 months.
Oh my god.
Just wait for me to hang something.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It's bound to happen.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I think I missed a better move, but that's par for the course at this point. Or I'll wait for you to hang something.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, look at that. I almost did too just now. Sure. Why not? Let's do this. All right.
Oh, the Tuesday night marathon is back to 7 rounds. It's
Yeah, we gotta. 5's too short. We sort of did the 5 more as a let's see what's gonna go on because we were still unsure of a lot of things, and but I mean even now we just got the word that public health guidelines. If you're vaccinated now, you don't have to wear a mask in the games. No need to social distance. Of course, masks are always optional if you just kind of want to make sure get that layer of protection. But if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, and that's the same rules that applies throughout the institute. So it's not just a chess thing. If you go to the library, Mechanics Institute, check out books. Same thing. If you go to events, so yeah, everything is a changing. I'm holding my own against Paul, Nick.
Yeah, you are.
But
Well, or you can consider offering a draw. That way you may not lose.
and you certainly can't lose in offering me a draw, right? It's like it's not going to hurt you. I'll tell you that.
I was talking to you guys and I forfeited against if you stay ready. That was
Is it?
That's what happens, Nick. That
They-
is exactly what happens. It's
I
it's
could-
the horror. That's what the way
ah, he's a nice guy. I don't mind that.
All right. See, the goal for me is to get into an end game that I'm going to then lose, right? So I'm going to get into like a favorable.
don't say that.
I'll get into a favorable ending that I will then compromise somehow.
You give Paul material for his endgame class.
Oh, I think I just messed up something up. That's all right.
Yeah, you think you're all right. Oh, maybe not. After that.
Oh,
Poor
my
Abel.
goodness.
I feel bad.
Goodness. Should have gone the other way. There.
Yeah.
There. This is just like a nightmare of like epic proportions right here. Right? Yeah, this is like my worst nightmare for real. There. Because then you're gonna do that, right? If I go there, and then you're gonna do that.
Looks like I'm gonna.
F5 is in my future, right?
I think I'm gonna be a rook ahead at the end of this.
I think F5 is in my future. All right, I'm gonna resign just so that you can play another game. So I just fed you, and probably with
Wow.
this, Paul's gonna pass you up, Nick, because it was so easy. Nope,
How could that be? I've lost 2 games.
nope. Nick's in first. Paul's in second. 11 minutes left. Stratus Jr. is Alan Finkelstein. Sauce is asking in the chat.
Well,
Of course, I'm misspelling his name in the chat. It's about a 2000 USCF player around there.
Well, I am playing him again.
Stratus. Yeah, he's a tough
you
player.
got lucky against me, Nick.
Alan did? He beat you?
I think so, yeah.
Stratus, yeah. All right, let's go to the games because I'm like ignoring it. You're playing If You Stay Ready. Nick's got Stratus Jr. We'll stay on that game and just see how that looks. Thanks everyone for tuning in to the arena. Rounds 3 and 4 of the Thursday night marathon are tonight. Games start at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and the live broadcast will start at 7 p.m. We're gonna have Tejas Mahesh is gonna join us. He's a volunteer for mechanics, 1900, 2000 around there, and he'll join us in the broadcast. See what's up. I wonder what grade he's going into. And which reminds me, we got to. Him and his family came up with the script that we use to package the games for Dr. Ken Regan when we send our online games for Fair Play Review. Under 10 minutes now.
Abel, did you say they came up with the code?
Yeah, he came up with the code because the challenge of sending the games to Ken Regan are that when we send these PGNs, they have the chess.com rating, but we need to update them with the USCF rating, right?
Aha.
And he wrote a code that basically takes the spreadsheet where we keep all the results that has everyone's current USCF rating, grabs the rating from there, applies it to the PGNs, and updates everything, and then combines them all into one file. And it was funny because there was a certain part of the code that like it was working, but it was missing something. And then Nathan Fong from the U.S. Amateur Team West UC Berkeley team, he came and he wrote us the remainder. So we sort of like packaged their two codes together, and now getting all the games of a round to Ken in the way that he needs them. It's like simple, like it happens in seconds, and it's just crazy the power of when you know how to write code. There's a lot of things you can do, save a lot of time.
That was something that was so impressive because online bridge, I have a friend who's a professional bridge player, and he said couldn't do it because of the cheating. They didn't even try.
Is that
and,
right? Yeah.
No serious tournament. But chess, because of all these nice codes, you were able to keep it, working.
Is there something about bridge where like you can't verify something? Because I've seen it actually at the Santa Clara Convention Center, where organized a few tournaments. I've seen like in another one of the playing halls the bridge. I went a couple years ago to the Marriott, right down the street from Mechanics, and I feel like I saw like 1,500 people in there.
That was the Nationals.
The Nationals, and like, is there something about bridge where you cannot verify like the honesty of the game? Like, what is
They,
it about?
they tell me online that it's virtually impossible. Any decent cheater could get away with things.
Is that right? Wow. I'm gonna explore that more because that's kind of curious. I mean, one of the things I say,
Uh,
we were sort of lucky that we do chess because it was easy to transition online to it. And then with someone like, I mean, the real hero of the pandemic was Dr. Ken Reagan. Because can you imagine if there was no one out there like verifying, uh, the quality of the games? Because it's too hard to have chess.com themselves do it, right? Or you got to pay a fortune if you're like a regular club to have them do it for you. Where Dr. Ken Reagan, I mean, he basically does it as a public service because he uses the data for his own research. But if there wasn't someone like him that can be called and contracted to do this kind of stuff, I don't know what we could have done because I mean cheating did exist. I mean even at our club we've caught cheaters and forfeited their games and all this stuff and um, but it was because of his data. So it's interesting about the bridge though. No idea. But I wonder what it is about bridge that.
It's cards, card players.
But like you see the cards, right? I mean, there's a way to play bridge online where everyone sees the cards. Like, what is it that you cheat? Like, is there something about it where it's on your word, like it's on the honor system? Because I don't know how to play bridge, so I have to look that up.
I mean, cards are they're like the first thing that people think about when they think about cheating at a game. Cheating at cards is like there's so much energy put into it. You know what I mean?
But like online poker is like huge. I mean, there's not a sort of a way to cheat.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. I mean, how do you cheat? It's like you have to make a decision. The only way you can cheat is if you know what the cards your opponent holds, but you don't know that until you complete the bet. So that's why if like online poker that's not an issue whatsoever. What is it about bridge that makes it more compromised to do online? But see, I
I
can't.
mean,
I don't know how to play, so I can't. I don't know. What about Mike Walder? Do you play bridge?
communication. The players communicate during a game.
Right. And I'm wondering if it's, when you communicate, don't they do it by like hand signals and things like that?
They do it by calling, one spade, two spades, and stuff like that. Apparently, at the world championship level, like the voices are disguised and everything. It's like, it's so, because you could say one spade, but you could also say one spade,
Right. The intonation means something.
Right, yeah. So,
Huh. Wow. And it's like a partner, right? It's like you and a partner
yeah, you
against.
play with a partner, and I mean, I'm not sure why poker is difficult to cheat at and bridge is not, though. But it's probably because there's other kind of communication.
All right. Paul looks like you're en route to another win here. Or it's looking good. We got 3 minutes left in the arena. 3 minutes.
As
And
G,
looks like Nick is gonna take it down. It looks. It's looking good for you, Nick.
I've got more time.
I think Paul and Frank James Marshall are behind you by 6 points, and I don't think they're going to play 2 extra games in the next 2 minutes to be able to catch you.
Well, Paul, you're okay. If we finish first and second, that's very good.
It's a
Especially
miracle,
considering,
considering how I've been playing.
well, considering that you've been on vacation.
Yeah, right.
See, Nick's
That
giving you
that
a
really
Nick's giving you a
makes
ton
a
of credit.
huge difference in my chess.
I gotta give it to Nick, man. Like he comes up with anything to try to bail you out. You were on vacation. You were doing all this.
Right.
And as he's being as humble as he can be, trying to be nice to you, he's like trying to spill Stratus Junior's guts out by mating him on the board.
Eat him for me, Nick.
These good young players.
Seriously.
Now.
He's Nick's like a. Don't be fooled. Nick's a killer. He's coming after you, and like the worst kind because he's like nice. 1 minute, 18 seconds left in the arena.
Oh, I can't find the checkmate.
Yeah, the piece is locked up a little bit there. One minute.
I'm still waiting for a game, so I have a feeling I'm over for the evening.
You are done. You are in second place. This looks like it's going to be a 1-2. A 1-2 finish. And Nick got some extra points. Got it done against Stratus.
Good for you, Nick. Take it to him.
30 seconds left. You guys' games are probably out. Let's take a look at the... Oh, man, I messed that up. There it is. Sacrifice and Crush against Frank James Marshall. And it looks like Clarence Lehman's going to take it down, although he's probably not going to do it in the 6 seconds that are left. So Sauce hangs on. And congratulations to Nick in first place. Paul in second. We'll take that. Frank James Marshall.
I'll take it, even if it was sort of undeserved.
So everyone, thanks for joining us for the arena. And the three of us will be back in about an hour for round 3 of the Thursday night marathon. We'll also have round 4. That should start around 8 p.m. And looking forward to that. And until then, we're going to sign off. And we will see everyone soon. Join us back at 7 p.m. Pacific time. 7 p.m. Bye, everybody.